Well-known fact that sentence proceedings are the most difficult part of any court proceedings. It does not only affect the accused person, but also the family of the offender, including the society, that being the public welfare, safety, concern, and the interest of society. It is also known that a court is obliged to consider the normal aspects of sentence traditionally taken into account before imposing sentence. These aspects being the accused is indeed a first offender before court and has no outstanding or pending criminal matters. It also includes the possibility of reoffending. I'm not going to elaborate on that aspect. It was done by the defense. It is noted as one of the principles to be taken into account. It also includes loss of employment. In this instance, the case law is clear that should sentence result in the loss of employment, it should be noted that crime is an inevitable consequence of crime, or loss of employment is an inevitable consequence of crime. The court is also obliged to consider the family of the offender. This fact was fully discussed in the pre-sentence report submitted by Ms. Thompson, who testified in mitigation of sentence. On this score, I also think it is appropriate to highlight, I do not intend to discuss the depth of the pre-sentence report, as was submitted by the defense in the heads yesterday, orally, that I accept it was an invasion of the accused's personal space. It could never be seen as an easy exercise. And we heard that evidence of Ms. Thompson, I think, in excess of 5 hours on the 23rd of January. And I think that in itself was surely not a pleasant experience. So I'm merely going to highlight how I have highlighted the content and then the family, etc. I do not intend to rehash personal circumstances which has been dealt with or heard. The other aspect that the court needs to consider is the state of health of the offender, and the court was informed that the accused does not suffer of any medical or physical ailments as per the report. Youthfulness, it is so that the accused is still relatively young. And most importantly, the position of trust. This is one pointer that the court will return to. It requires full reasoning by court, and I will do so during the process of sentencing. The further aspect is that the prevalence and seriousness of the offense. This is an aspect the court cannot shy away from today, but also requires full reasoning, and the court will do so during the proceeding of the sentence. Those two aspects. The above are but a few pointers traditionally taken into account by courts before sentence, and some require detailed explanation by courts. It is well known that the ends of justice are four in number, being deterring, preventative, reformative, and retributive in its nature. It, however, consists of 5 important functions. It should act as a general deterrent. It should also act as a specific deterrent. It should also, or it must enable the possibility of correction. And it must be protective of society. And it must further also serve society's desire that crime be adequately addressed by courts. It is in the public interest that punishment be meted out fairly and without the measure of excessiveness that would mark it as being merciless and unacceptably unfair. The court is mindful that neither the call for true punishment and revenge, neither the cry for understanding must be given undue weight. The ends of justice, as mentioned already, must be given due regard when determining sentence. And it is